You know, I don't think that game could have gone any worse than it did. I am sorry you guys had to watch that game because holy shit, it was absolutely pathetic. And I'm going to talk about it, unfortunately. All of it. What is up, y'all, by the way? Welcome back to another video. The Dolphins suck. They are horrendous. We suck so bad. I don't think that I have seen a team this bad in a very long time. Um, you know what's not real bad? Our special teams. That was the only fine thing today. DS Gridgey was nice. But besides that, everything else was hot dog. Um, so it's everything else though was so bad, horrible. I don't even want to go into the stats. Oh my god, I'm gonna get a fucking, I'm gonna have a seizure on this shit. Tua, 14 for 23, one touchdown. Where's the yards? 114 yards. 114 yards. What are you doing? What were you doing? What was in your mind going to this game today? He was trash. 14-23, 114 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions, and a lost fumble. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? He was trash with a capital T garbage can. Oh my god. It was so fucking bad. The motherfucker was worse than a fucking skunk fucking farting in your face. It was so bad. It's pathetic. It was so freaking bad. That's how bad he played. He was garbage. He was by far the worst thing in this game. The defense was bad. That was atrocious. But it doesn't help when you turn over the ball 3 times and they score on every time you turn over the ball. That's pathetic. The worst I've seen with my eyes. I haven't seen quarterback play like this in a long time. That Dolphins team from 2019 and 2020, the worst Dolphins team that I've ever seen right now as of the moment, by the way. Just let that sit in 5-11. When they got blown out 59-10 by the Ravens, not even the quarterback play of that game was as bad as what Tua was today. Oh my god. It was bad. Devon Achane, 7 carries, 55 yards. Tyreek Hill, I don't even have anything to say to you. 4 catches, 40 yards. Waddle, 4 catches, 30 yards. Achane had that touchdown in the end that meant nothing. Everyone was trash. Straight up. It was garbage. Absolutely garbage. I mean, Tua had that fumble he lost because he doesn't know how to contain the ball. We had 1 sack on the whole day. It was from Bradley Chubb. It wasn't even just Tua that was trash. Which, by the way, he was the worst thing in the whole game. Let me just let that sit in right now. But the defense couldn't stop crap. It could not stop nada. Trash. Whole team was garbage. We made Daniel Jones look like he's fucking Tom Brady in his prime with the fucking performance he had, playing out of his damn mind. And Jonathan Taylor playing like he had that 2,000-yard season a few years ago. Michael Pittman looked like the best thing we've ever seen. You know who scooped up that fumble from Tua? Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard. This guy stinks. Tua, you fucking suck, my guy. Oh my god. I can't even, I don't even, every single one of those Colts drives ended in points. Every single drive ended in points. The Dolphins had only 211 yards on the day. The Colts had 418. First downs, the Dolphins only had 12 versus the Colts 27. Colts had more penalties. Colts on third down, 7 for 15. Dolphins 5 for 10. Every single Colts drive ended in points. Tua was a disaster. Like I made the whole rant, he played like trash. This team garbage, garbage, garbage. Defense, pass rush that we hyped up in the offseason, garbage. What happened? If you don't address the secondary, you got to have a pass rush. And what? There's none of that shit. Why the hell is Chubb and Phillips dropping back into coverage? Like, what's the point of the whole pass rush hype if you're gonna do that? Like, and we had Malafanu covering the receiver, but he was in the middle of the field. The receiver was over there, 4th and 1. I mean, we were sending a blitz, and like, oh my god, like, what are we doing? You just throw it to him. He's like, the only thing I could say that was good was the special teams. Rasul Douglas almost had an interception. Oli Gordon, I guess, he's a big physical back. Minka Fitzpatrick had a couple decent moments. So at least I had hope with him today. Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer, you need to look in yourselves in the mirror. I don't give two fucks out of a donkey's ass. And let me tell you guys right now, if I don't give a crap. If it's game 1 and if I'm the owner of the Miami Dolphins after starting last year 2-6 and all they fall back to finish 6-3, I don't give a crap with an 8-9 ending. After sitting down with Mike McDaniel, giving him another shot, you're gonna come out and get mollywopped 30-0, because the 3 and 8 points that they don't mean nothing. 30-0. And you put that on the field, you're fired. I'm firing Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer. I am doing that right now. What the hell was that? If I'm Stephen Ross, are you kidding me? Like on offense, a penalty for 12 men in the huddle? How many times, did we have to call a timeout because we almost had delay of gay penalties? We should have had one, but we got lucky. Like, it's ridiculous. McDaniel and Greer need to be fired, and the team needs to be blown up. And it starts with firing Greer and McDaniel, because I promise you, if not, there's no hope for the future. If they both get fired, then there might be a little bit of hope for the future, but right now, it's over. This team is doomed for eons to come. This is a disaster. For the whole problem in the McDaniel tenure, give up the play calling. It's ridiculous. He won't. He's stubborn. Just fire the man. Chris Greer, I don't even have to explain it. Just fire that guy too. Honestly, I am lost. The Jets lost. They played better than us, losing 34-32. Patriots put up 13 points. Lost. Both of these teams are going to destroy us. I have no faith in this team. Zero faith. And I had this team going like 8-9, 9-8. And I thought the worst they could go was 6-11. Now, I think the Dolphins are going to go 3-14 or 4-13. One or the other. This is pathetic. And how do you come out week 1 and then the jinx of all jinxes, McDaniel's never lost an opening game. Colts haven't won an opening game in 11 years and yada, yada, yada. And then you come out on the field and put that. Quarter 1, field goal, interception. Second quarter, touchdown, fumble. Touchdown, punt, field goal. Then third quarter, you throw an interception. Then it's a field goal. Turnover rundown. Turnover on downs. Fourth quarter, touchdown. End of the game. I'm trying to find bright spots. And the only ones I can name is that Oli Gordon, physical. I like the way he ran, I guess. Rasul Douglas showed some promise, almost had an interception. Minka had some positive spots, moments, I guess. Achane with the touchdown. And Tua was benched at the end of the game. Oh, and Storm Duck, garbage. he got torched. It doesn't help he got Judon running into the kicker either. Like, so many penalties that were mental mistakes. And then you got Tyreek Hill taking himself up, which is beginning to make me question him more and more as the time goes on. And I think he also needs to go, along with Tua. Blow up the team and start it over. So because of this loss, we know this team's going to suck. I'm going to start a rebuild series in the next couple weeks. Going to wait for the Madden 26 price to drop a little bit. I'm going to start a rebuild series. Start it all over entirely. I'm going to go on. We're going to make it like a series, like, for the entire season. Probably be like 20 episodes, 15 episodes, maybe less. Depends on the situation, but this is bad. I have nothing. Hopefully, the Dolphins look better next week against New England, but I'm going to be honest, even if they win next week, they're not going to be good this season. I could realistically see a world where the Dolphins win next week and then drop the next 3 games, or 1-4, and McDaniel and Greer are fired. He's got to go. Like, things could turn around. You never know, but I don't see it. I think this is the start of a very dark path for the Finns coming ahead for the next season, or maybe two seasons, I would say. So let's see how they respond, but I'm not impressed, and I'm very dissatisfied. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm legitimately like finishing the thumbnail as I talk in this video. I know, again, I really did not feel the mood to even, like, usually, guys, in a recap you'll see me show like some highlights from the game. I'm not gonna do that, so that's why I just kind of have to cover again as a thumbnail. So yeah, but starting next week that will change. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I want to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025 to make this happen. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace out.